Have you thought about buying a new home? And when I say new, I mean brand spanking new. Nobody's ever lived in that house before you. New construction. I've done it myself 5 times, and honestly, I can say it's kind of addicting. But if you're comparing buying a resale home to a new home, there are a few things you need to know before making that decision. So let's get into it. With the low inventory of homes that we have for sale right now, choices are limited, styles are limited. Resale houses a lot of times are outdated, and not everybody is willing or able to manage full renovation projects on top of their jobs and their everyday life. So it makes a lot of sense to consider all of your options, and that includes a new construction home. While there are more houses for sale now than we had last year, there's still a historically low number of homes available on the market, especially here in the metro Atlanta area. Why? Well, one of the main reasons is years of underbuilding, meaning that there just hasn't been enough new homes built to keep up with the demand. Check out this graph. This graph shows how low the production of newly constructed homes has been over the past 14 years. But it also shows a very important trend, which is that the number of new homes being built each year is on the rise, and that is very good news for buyers. When it comes to new construction homes, you've really got 2 different types to consider. You have your production homes, where a builder mass produces several floor plans for specific subdivisions, and then you have your custom homes, which are uniquely designed and built. I've personally built 3 production homes, and I've also built 2 custom homes. And there's pros and cons to each type of new construction scenario. However, for this video, I'm going to focus on production homes because it's more common. These are a few of the benefits to buying a new construction home. Number 1, customization. One of the biggest advantages of building a new construction home is getting to customize it. You're able to choose a floor plan that fits the needs of you and your family. You're also able to choose a lot of your finishes, such as paint colors, cabinet colors, countertops, and tile designs. So at the end of the building process, you're able to move into a house that's pretty much exactly the way you want it to be. Number 2, less maintenance. Since everything is new, obviously a new construction home is going to need less maintenance than an older home. If you're anything like me and my husband, this is something that's very important to us because neither of us are very handy and we just don't like dealing with repairs. New construction homes come with warranties. Warranties vary based on the builder, but most builders offer a builder's warranty. This type of warranty covers workmanship and materials used in the construction of the home, and typically lasts for 1 to 2 years after the home's completed. Then you have your manufacturer's warranty, which covers appliances and systems such as HVAC and plumbing. And these warranties can vary in length and coverage, but typically last from 1 to 2 years. Finally, you have your structural warranty, which covers the structural components of the home, like the foundation, the framing, the roof. This warranty can last up to 10 years. Warranties are a huge advantage in getting new construction because it gives you a lot of peace of mind that your home is going to be in good working condition for years to come. And this is not something you're going to get if you purchase a resale home. Number 3, energy efficiency. New construction homes are often more energy efficient than resale homes. New homes are built with energy efficient materials and appliances, and that will lower your energy costs. Going from an older home to a newer energy efficient home is said to save you up to 30% on your monthly utility bills. Number 4, quick appreciation. For example, if you're able to buy one of the first homes that are being built in a subdivision, you will likely benefit from very quick appreciation. In the early stages of a subdivision, builders set a starting at or a base price lower to attract buyers and to generate interest in the development. As the development progresses, the base prices of the house typically increase. So if you were one of the first to purchase your home in a subdivision, it would most likely appraise for the same amount as a home purchased at a later date, which means that you've already gained equity for that same house. As you can see, there are many benefits to new construction, But if you decide to go this route, there are 5 things you should know before making that decision. Prices are not negotiable. Typically, prices are not negotiable when the house is being built for you. In this case, you're picking the lot, floor plan, and finishes. Those prices are typically set by the builder. But today is a great time to consider new construction because now we're seeing builders offering lots of incentives to attract buyers. Number 2, incentives. The National Association of Home Builders reported that nearly 2/3 of builders are offering incentives right now, including interest rate buydowns. A builder who's willing to pay to reduce your mortgage rate could be a game changer. Did you know that a 1% decline in mortgage rate has the same impact on affordability as an 11% decline in house prices? It's true. Builders are also paying points to lower closing costs, giving away free upgrades, and yes, even price reduction on existing inventory houses. These homes are typically referred to as spec homes. Spec homes are chosen and designed by the builder. Typically, when a builder offers incentives, it's contingent on you using their preferred lender. The reason for this is because a lot of times the lender is paying half of the incentive money. Another reason is because that lender has a strong relationship with the builder and can ensure that the buyer is completely qualified before entering into a contract with the builder, which ultimately reduces the chance that there could be a problem with the financing later on in the project. However, I recommend that you always get a second opinion from an outside lender, just to make sure that that incentive money that the builder's lender is giving you isn't being hidden in another part of the loan, like the origination cost or the interest rate, and that incentive money represents a true savings for you. Number 3, inspections. Just because this is a brand new home does not mean you should waive your inspection. It would be a mistake to forego an inspection and then find out years down the road that something was installed incorrectly or that a piece of equipment was defective, because at that point you'll end up having to come out of pocket for those repair costs, and that can be really expensive. One of my home inspections uncovered that some of the shingles were missing and some were installed incorrectly, and we were able to have it fixed before we closed. Now, had that not been discovered, there would have likely been a leak in the roof, which would have caused wood to rot and drywall to be damaged and possibly even mold over time. That shingle issue could have caused this whole trickle-down effect, literally, that had it not been caught would have been detrimental and really costly for us. A typical home inspection is around $400, and I would say that it's a very smart investment when you're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on a new construction home. Number 5, homeowners associations. Most new subdivisions here in Georgia have homeowners associations, or HOAs, which is an organization that's usually created by the developer or builder when the community is first being built. The purpose of an HOA is to establish and enforce rules that govern the maintenance of the common areas and amenities within that community. Homeowners within that community have to pay dues to the HOA, which are used to maintain the common areas like the swimming pools, tennis courts, and landscaping. In addition to the common areas, the HOA also enforces rules on home exteriors and improvements, and even parking regulations. Membership to the HOA is usually mandatory for all of its residents, and if you don't pay your dues, you can be fined, or even worse, a lien can be placed on your house. If you prefer not to have any type of limitations on your home and want to be able to paint your house pink with blue shutters if you want to, a community with an HOA is not going to be a good fit for you. But if you're one of those people who want to make sure that you don't get stuck living next to the pink house with blue shutters or overgrown grass, well, then you will appreciate having an HOA. Number 6, on-site agents. Remember that the agents that are on-site are representing the builder's best interests, and it's not going to cost you anything to work with a realtor like myself who will guide you through the process and make sure that your best interests are being represented along the way. When you purchase a new construction home, a lot of times the builders will have their own contracts, and there's nothing wrong with that. Just know that those contracts are written to protect them. not to protect you. So it's important that your realtor is able to review that contract with you and explain it to you in detail so that you're fully aware of what you're signing and how it could potentially affect you. This avoids surprises down the road. For example, due to the supply chain issues we had during COVID, there are some builders that are putting clauses in the contracts that allow them to increase the purchase price or potentially even cancel the contract if they aren't able to fulfill it at the original price. This is something you need to know upfront because it could affect your ability to afford the house. And you also want to know what will happen to your deposit if you have to cancel the contract. There's just lots of details to be aware of so that you can make the best decision possible before choosing the builder and before signing that contract. Like I said before, it doesn't cost you anything to hire a real estate agent to help you through this process because the builders pay that commission. So really, it's a win-win situation for you as the buyer. If you're interested in beautiful new construction and custom homes, please subscribe to my channel. I'll be posting new videos weekly with all kinds of information on Georgia real estate with an emphasis on new construction. I'll be featuring different builders and touring beautiful new homes in the Atlanta metro area. You're also welcome to download my free guide, 7 questions to ask your builder before signing the contract. That's linked in my description. Also, feel free to contact me if you have any questions. I'd love to help. My contact information is linked below. Well, that's a wrap. And until next time, thank you for watching.